following 15 long periods of guaranteeing that Osama bin Laden and al-Qaeda were dependable and acted alone, high-positioning Americans are freely pointing the finger at Saudi Arabia for the 9/11 fear-based oppressor assaults. What's more, now Saudi Arabia is freely faulting the United States. In any case, as per investigative columnist Wayne Maston, it was American neocons, Saudi Arabia and Israel that effectively pulled off the September 11th assaults. They are currently infighting to the point that the layers of mystery encompassing the wrongdoing of the 21st century are beginning to peel away. Israel, in the interim, is left in the crossfire. Interpid report clarifies. The weakest connection in the troika of backstabbers is Saudi Arabia, the nation that gave the labor, accounts, and thief faculty for the main story, al-Qaeda did it, for 9/11. Stung by U.S. congressional moves to permit groups of 9/11 casualties to sue Saudi Arabia and requires the Obama organization to discharge 28 ordered pages in the Joint Congressional Inquiry on September 11 acknowledged disappointments to general society. The Saudi government is currently pushing the story that the U.S. government was in charge of doing the 9/11 assault. A Saudi legitimate researcher, Katib al-Shamari, writing in the London-based Al-Hayat daily paper and accepted to speak to the perspective of the Saudi government, expressed, September 11 is one of winning cards in the American documents, since all the savvy individuals on the planet who are specialists on American approach and who examine the pictures and the recordings concur collectively that what occurred in the towers was an absolutely American activity, arranged and did inside the U.S. Verification of this is the succession of non-stop blasts that drastically tore through the two structures. Master auxiliary specialists annihilated them with explosives, while the planes slamming just gave the green light for the explosion. They were not the purpose behind the crumple. In any case, the U.S. still spreads fault every which way. This can be named triumph by methods for documents. Frightened by the eagerness of its provincial partner Saudi Arabia to scrutinize the official adaptation of 9/11, Israel said something with New York Democratic Senator Charles Schumer to put a toxic substance bill in the Justice Against Sponsors of Terrorism, JASTA, charge that cleared the Senate in a consistent vote. The bill would permit the groups of the casualties of outside government-supported psychological warfare to sue the administrations required for harms. The law, which President Obama demonstrated he would veto, would lift sovereign insusceptibility on nations like Saudi Arabia, in this manner making them obligated for common claims. Schumer put an alteration inside the JASTA charge that would enable Saudi Arabia to keep away from claims insofar as the U.S. State and Justice Departments ensured to the preliminary judge hearing any JASTA case that the two divisions were attempting great confidence endeavors with the respondent nation to determine any issues respectively. Schumer's change, the stay of actions pending state negotiations, would likewise enable the State and Justice Departments to look for from the court consistent 180-day stays, hence killing any claims uncertainly. Israel is likewise worried that it, as well, could confront claims under the arrangements of JASTA. WMR has beforehand revealed that a portion of the commentaries in the ordered 28 pages give interfaces that prompt Israeli association in 9/11. It is imperative that the Saudis are accusing the George W. Shrubbery Organization for completing 9/11 and are letting Israel well enough alone for the condition. Schumer's activities in the interest of the Saudis are a reasonable sign that the Saudi-Israeli partnership stays flawless. Combined with House Speaker Paul Ryan's choice, after his ongoing outing to Saudi Arabia, to not enable JASTA to proceed a full House vote and Obama's guarantee to veto the charge, it is everything except dead. In the meantime, Congress has been immersed with Saudi lobbyists who presently seem to have been fruitful in killing off JASTA. Be that as it may, the harm to the troika of plotters may have just been finished. A Saudi government-connected legitimate researcher is currently on record that 9/11 was an inside occupation. Schumer, a virtual operator for the administration of Israel, has slaughtered JASTA to secure two of the schemers, Israel and Saudi Arabia. That leaves just the U.S. neoconservatives who were engaged with encouraging 9/11 without security. Furthermore, with Donald Trump effectively giving quieted signals that 9/11 was an inside activity, the neocons have just Hillary Clinton to give them security. On the off chance that Trump wins the White House, the neocons will be left as the uncovered third leg of the 9/11 troika.